This video is brought to you by EA Game Changers. Thank you so much for my copy of Discover University. Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and I have another video today for you centered around the new expansion pack for The Sims Discover University. And I'm actually, I was a little skeptical because of a few things that I heard, but I tried my best to not look at any live streams, any first-hand looks from the game changers that went to Sims Camp. So I tried to keep an open mind, and I didn't really, look at anything to have any preconceived ideas. And because of that, I think I was a little more surprised and happy with the items that I ended up looking at in the pack. And of course, there are a few things that I wish would have been included in the pack, as well as maybe a few minor changes. But as far as everything goes, I think it's a pretty cute pack. It has a lot of nice things included that you might need for a young adult sim going to university. So yeah, and I really like meshing Get Together and this pack. I thought the two worked really well together, and I highly recommend, if you don't have Get Together and you're considering getting this pack, I would get those two if you don't have any other packs, because I think they go really well together. So anyways, I am redoing Pepper's Pub in the center of town in Brightchester, and I absolutely love this little town. It's so amazing. It's well designed. I wish, of course, there were more lots, but what can you do, I think from now on, they're not going to have a ton of lots in packs, and maybe focus more on gameplay and objects because of compatibility concerns with lower end computers and things like that. But I'm greedy. I would love to have more lots to build on. I kind of wanted more community lots in this pack. Like, I was thinking about doing like really cute local coffee shops, bookstores, I don't know, a lot of different things like that, but there just isn't the amount of community lots. But they gave us dorm rooms, which function a lot like city living apartments, and from what I've read, I believe you can choose your roommates using the Get Together group feature, I think. So yeah, that's a thing. I haven't really, checked out the gameplay options yet. I've seen the biking animation. That looks really cute and well done. If you see that chimney there, that's probably my new favorite chimney in game, and it's from this pack. It's so good, and it matches, I think, the city living brick. So, or maybe maybe that's base game brick. But either way, it's amazing. It's a very good style for this time period, I think. One thing I did notice that this pack is lacking is definitely windows that are single tile but are still the same height. I ended up using the ones from Seasons because I felt like they had the most versatility, but I would have liked to have used more Discover University windows. Unfortunately, they don't work for all situations and all wall heights, so they are a bit limited in that regard. Also, I found out that the 2-tile window for Seasons apparently doesn't have, it has like one color swatch, but the other windows in that same pack do not have that one color swatch. And I was like, dang it. So I had to change the wood planks that were in those bay windows there. So the building on the side of the pub, I kind of imagined that the pub was connected to like a row of buildings, so more like what is in the background kind of in the world, and not necessarily on a corner. But I still think it looked pretty good and had the feeling that I wanted, because from what I saw, I've never been to England or Ireland or any place like that may have a pub like this, so I wasn't really entirely sure what I was doing was authentic or accurate. So I just went with inspired by some pubs that I saw on Pinterest. I don't know, just something that fit really well in the world. So that's what I went with. I really love these roof details that were added in the pack. I think they could be very useful for estates and just more traditional stately homes. I think they're super nice. For this little bit here, I decided to just add a curved foundation up there. I felt like it gave the shape a little more interest, and I don't know, just something interesting. And I ended up, instead of using half walls, I did fences up there. I thought it made it have a little more detail. So this is one of my favorite items in the pack. I think it's a very unique item. It's these little flag poles, these 3 flags that are attached to the wall. And I don't know, it's just, I really love this. This would be very good for civic buildings or schools. I don't know, just a very unique, versatile item that I think I could use in multiple different things. And of course, these signs, there's different swatches that you can choose from. I think there's a bookstore one, there's like a coffee shop one, so you can definitely use those for different things as well. I really appreciate when the Sims gurus do that. I think that when you are able to use objects for different things, different situations, it's definitely worth your money. So one of the stars of the pack is definitely these little bikes. They're so adorable, and they come in quite a few different color swatches. I can see CC creators definitely using those, and putting patterns, maybe adding a basket. One thing though I do really wish was included in the pack was maybe a decorative object where the bikes were on a bike rack on the wall or something. And another thing that I wish came in the pack was a what are they called? I guess a bike rack too, but where you chain up or attach your bikes when you visit like a public area. I didn't see anything in there, so I could be wrong, but I didn't really see anything, I don't think. So if there is a bike rack in there somewhere, please let me know, because I looked forever to try and find one. So one of the other really cool items in this pack was the traditional looking bar. It looks very, I don't know, Edwardian, Victorian maybe. So the only issue with that though that I had was there were no counters to match it. So the closest thing that I found to match the bar was the counters that came with Realm of Magic. I didn't really find anything else that really matched it, so that may be an issue for you if you're trying to make kind of a wraparound bar like I was. I do really enjoy these bar stools that came with the pack. I think they're very unique and traditional looking, but I don't think they wouldn't be able to be used in other things or other situations. Here is the get together bottle shelving with the little flags. I thought it was so perfect for this type of build. One of my other favorite things about the build and buy in this pack is all of the little artwork and the pendant flags and just all the wall decorations that came in this pack. It really, really fits the bill for me as far as this type of style. And I don't know, it's so good. And all of them have different swatches that you can choose from. So even if you duplicate the actual frame, you can get a different look because it has another illustration in the same, picture, which I also very much appreciate, because that was probably one of my biggest complaints about cats and dogs, was that things weren't in enough swatches. So they would have kind of a similar object, but in 50 million different objects instead of in the swatches, so that really clutters up the library. So I'm really, really happy they did that. And this fireplace, it's so good. I love this fireplace. Definitely a really nice piece for more traditional builds. I wish it was a little bigger, or at least had another version that was bigger, so kind of like the same size as the one from Cats and Dogs, but in this style. So, but maybe in a later pack or something, we'll get a historical type pack of some kind. That would be amazing. So going upstairs, I wanted this upstairs of the pub to be more like a hangout area, or a loungy type of thing. So I put all the games in the foosball table and the ping pong table up here, and more seating areas and things like that. Off to the right, where I have the little octagon shaped little nook there, I will have some seating, and I put some trophies on the shelves because I figured maybe the school gave them some trophies to display from the school or something like that. I love this little apple clock. You only saw it for a second, but it's so cute. I really love all the wall decorations that came in this pack. A+ from me. As you can see here, I'm just adding those little trophies that I told you about on the shelves here. Just adding more clutter and more interest. I really wanted this room to feel very warm and comfortable. So moving on to the townhouse on the side, I was really trying to make it feel kind of British in a way. So I don't know if I really got that right, but one of the things that I know I got right, I put a washing machine in the kitchen. And at first I wasn't going to. I was going to put it where that closet is right there, in the foyer. But I was like, wait a minute. Because I remember when I went to Iceland, and I stayed at an Airbnb, they actually had a washer in the kitchen. And one of my friends, I saw a picture of her kitchen, and I'm pretty sure she has a washing machine in her kitchen. So I was like, yes, this is a must. I don't really know. I did play test this. I usually don't, but I really wanted to make sure that everything was okay, because this townhouse is a very tight squeeze, and everything works except for the washing machine. I don't know if that's because of where I placed it, or if it's because it's technically it's a bar. So I guess if it's a bar, it may not work. Maybe you could change it to a residential and just have your sim live on that side. I don't really know. But yeah, that was the only thing that didn't work that I tested. So going upstairs, this is a 1-bedroom townhome, and I was really excited for some of these things that I saw, one of them being this new laptop. I'm really excited for more laptops to be coming out. I don't know, they're just really, really nice. You're not limited to a desktop computer anymore, so that's great. And one of my all-time favorite things in the pack are those little planters with the succulents in them. So good. They're so good. I want to say they're my top 3 for sure. Another one of my favorite objects is this shower. So yes, we're not limited to, you know, a tub with a shower or like a single stall shower. You can make the biggest shower ever, you know, if you wanted to. I did the whole like glass window trick because I was like, man, like they didn't give us like a door or anything, a glass panel. So I did a window, but actually there is, and I'll probably show it in a little bit. But there's like a glass panel that you can just stick there and it's part of the shower. So that was really amazing. I think that's probably my favorite item in the pack is that shower, because I'm thinking I can do so much with that now. My bathrooms will never be the same. And then out here, I thought it would be nice to have a tiny balcony, just for, you know, whoever lives here and their friend, or whatever, you know. You have a nice view of the surrounding area up here. So yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed. There it is. It's like called a gross blocker or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely check this pack out, because I haven't really done the gameplay, like I said, but as far as build items go, I think it was pretty well rounded. Like I said, there could have been a few other added objects that would have made it a little better, but otherwise I really enjoy all the build and buy objects. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you for stopping in, and here are the screenshots coming up. And yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you later. Bye.